Welcome back everyone to another live stream of HSR Rail. We are finishing finally the Trailblaze Mission of version 3.7. I think I would say this is going to be Serene's farewell, as we have already been hinted out that from her chat with Herta that by accepting uh, giving herself to the uh, reminiscence as a pure child of Anasrara. She's now locked into the past or something like that. Um, and I mean the concept that they are after a couple of time like rumination treat the concept that they are actually making for Fully is a little bit interesting. I mean, you can see some overlap in how supposedly news, Fully, and terminus actually work among each other. Um, while still keeping in mind that they are technically different points of view, right? Um, but yeah, apparently I mean, because I mean, technically, this already involves a little bit of time travel wizarding here. It kind of hurts my mind a little bit. Um, because I mean, pretty much what we are being told is that all the guesses that we get from Fully are actually um, um, representations of the future self, right? Because I mean, supposedly the idea is that Fully does not exist yet, which is already kind of weird, and it's only going to exist at the very end. I have seen in the webs, um, that kind of like the theory is that it is one of the pure childs of Anasrara, the one is that's going to uh, ascend as Fully at the end of all causality, right? Even beyond the end of all time or something like that is the way that it's being interpreted. Nice phone casing. Interesting that being that technically never becomes human is going to have a phone case, but okay. I mean, interesting perspective, interesting interpretation in there. Well, um, the very first point that I'm going to say, to some degree, that uh, answers the complaints that I have been having about to what degree um, the remembrance and memories in general are truly impervious to destruction. To some degree, it answers uh, satisfactorily, um, in the sense that I mean, supposedly the whole point of view or like of the remembrance is that only memories are going to survive the destruction, right? To some degree, I mean, first of all, once you go a little bit in depth into um, what the destruction is supposed to be as a path, I mean, okay, Fully thinks the universe is a mistake and life and all of that, okay, and wants to destroy all of that, okay. Now, um, something interesting within that um, is that, I mean, it isn't really an aim to actually um, I want to be careful, right? Because I mean, technically, we already have like an Eon path strider of the destruction wanting to destroy an entire path. So I'm questioning to what degree is actually uh, the destruction aiming to destroy the inner. the self or the existence of the universe. Because I mean, the question is this: one thing is to destroy everything in the universe, and another thing is to like destroy even the fabric of itself, right? Whatever that means. Which I mean is probably somewhere in the middle in there what the path is supposed to aim for. So the question would be, okay, why or how are like the followers of the remembrance so sure that actually they are able to survive the destruction, or at least have better chances than anything else, right? And at least the way that this is being portrayed answers that, in the sense that, okay, technically fully and the remembrance cannot be destroyed by Nanook or any of the past riders of the destruction or any other uh, phenomena within the universe, because as we are seeing here, technically uh, the remembrance or the eon itself is only going to become something as a consequence of, right? As a consequence of the end of causality, of all causality. Um, which then again makes sense why that would make the remembrance and fully impervious to Nanook and the destruction in general. I also have seen in the webs that technically the remembrance is supposedly a target or like a prey of the nihility, and to, I will say, to a better degree of the enigmata. I never really understood what's like the point in there of the nihility, right? I mean, for whatever we know, even if right now iHacks came in here and absorb or consume all of ours, I mean, technically, whatever happened in here is already anchored in the past, right? I mean, up to what I understand is that this literally is like a crystallization of a branch or like a bolt of the imaginary tree, as is supposedly the multi-universe theory behind all of HSR, all of Honkai's universes. Um, so I mean, it really, there's pretty much nothing that can be done at this point to like actually interfere here. And again, it really is weird, right? Because up to what we all know is that technically, for any of the things that happened in the past, like all the cases of Fully, as at least we already got an example, and probably as we are going to see, technically it needs to happen that actually you were like chosen to be aided or need the aid of a pure child of Anasrava in retrospection or something like that, right? So again, that's why it is like super weird, because it is this close type of loops between future and past that makes things very weird. I mean, for fully to exist, the pure child of Anasrava, needs to get to the point where it actually accepts that fate, and it used to be the case that after accepting that they would like want to go backwards in, or like through this sheltering, or like, yeah, through this sheltering of the memories, actually go back and actually like intervene in the memory as fully, right? Which is like super weird. But then it really begs the question to like to what degree actually that intervention in there is like necessary for the pure child of Anasrava to reach the point when it becomes fully, right? I mean, it's a textbook simple example of a time paradox, right? Uh, uh, and just because of the way this is behaving, I really do not see how this would be affected by the nihility, or even the enigmata. I mean, if literally we are seeing this representation that actually fully has this weird power of actually traveling through time, um, almost to their heart's content, as long as it is just backwards and intervening in the past, uh, however they see fit, to get the outcome that they want. I honestly do not see how the Enigmata can like actually do anything in there. Moreover, into that, uh, so up to what I understood from some videos on the internet and along the theories is that it is one of the childs, one of the pure childs of Manasrava, the one that is going to ascend to fully. My interpretation of what has already been portrayed until now is that that is not the case. Actually, what's the case is that each pure child of Anasrava that eventually accepts this fate of actually ascend, becoming like this piece of fully, uh, like that. All of them are a piece of fully, and fully is just going to be this entire blob of all of them. And to what I understand is that when they accept to become an anchor of this uh, piece of the Eden of insight, future insight, something like that, um, they are already here, right? They are already a piece of fully. And again, this is like the strongest sealed tight, tight, time sealed way which like some pieces of memory are just like absolutely sheltered and nothing else can happen in here, right? Um, it really begs the question. It really begs the question in the sense that, um, well, one big point in here, uh, technically, if a pure child of Anasrama is eventually going to become fully, it should be clear why they are an emanator, right? Because I mean, literally, they're predestined to become an eel, right? And technically, all of their path is going to be blessed by the future self of themselves, right? So yeah, that makes sense why, by definition, or like by mere self instinct of self preservation. I mean, any pure child of Anasrava that eventually decides to become like this time anchor, memories anchor, um, is already kind of like an emanator, right? Because if they see it necessary, as they will, just because of the time constraint, right? Again, they're going to bless that being of themselves from the past, right? Okay. The other japping that I wanted to say is that probably this is what Evernight was warning us about at the beginning of the mission. If it is the case that also March, which kind of has already been confirmed by Evernight, is that Merge 7 is also a pure child of Anasrawa, then eventually in the future, probably also, if we also need to seal a victory over another calamity in the universe, we will need someone to actually anchor that memory in the imaginary tree, right? Most probably the one that is going to need to sacrifice herself at that point is going to be March. So if in the future of the story Trio starts getting a lot of foolish cases, and probably that's a timer for March, right? Because pretty much March's time to become a sacrificial child for the universe is also ticking at that point, right? Just saying, that's a theory that I haven't seen anywhere else, and that eventually March is also going to go through this type of sacrifice as Sarin is already having to do. Apparently, I still do not know what's going to happen in here. Beyond Time and Eternal Page. So okay, so again, the name of the map makes sense.
No. How is this possible? Breathe. Partner. No. I have to get you out of here first. Just hold on.
Remember? That pale dawn breaking through the endless night? The spear of strife nearly claimed her life. And it was you, you, playing God, who cradled her body with your gentle gaze.
So yeah, again.
Before Ornyx's altar. Even the Titan of Time mistook you for someone else. I never imagined there was a hidden truth behind our first meeting. The first time was also the last time I saw you, friend. That melody from the memory. I've got it now. And so, the miracle was able to slip away from death temporarily. I'll leave her to the casteress of the past. She will keep her here, in the world of the living.
Darn it! What are these things? You're not taking me down! Not unhung. If you've got a bone to pick, take it up with my six-phased ice.
March wandered all across Amphorius for 97 days straight, chasing one goal: to save her friends. And with her bow and arrows, she brought down every obstacle that stood in her way. So that's how it happened. My skill with the bow. I owe it all to March.
It is true, there's similarities among them, unexpected.
On a sweet note, I've got it now. And so, in a memory from the past, you inherited March's mastery of the bow. And that arrow bearing golden flames will streak across the stars in the future, becoming a glimmer of hope for the cosmos. Are you okay? No worries. I'm just a little tired from all the walking.
3 paths interweave and fetter Amphorius, co-authoring the fate of the world. Ordinary pathstriders aren't known to leave traces in the mirror, so if what you said is true, then this isolated star system must be home to at least 3 beings comparable to emanators.
I would even go as far as to say, eons themselves.
To gain the favor of the stars for Amphorius, the Remembrance sent a call for help to the cosmos. But the obstruction from the scepter was far too strong. Even the gods could do nothing more than send a fleeting mimetic being to someone who walked the same path. Thankfully, Miss Black Swan caught that fleeting moment. Though that signal drew some unpleasant attention as well. Looking back now, it was all worth it. The cosmos showed us a kinder face.
So let me see if I understand. So the reason why Black Swan is the one that proposes Amphorius is because technically, fully, as Serene, Ripples of Past Reverie, is the one who actually calls for her or something like that. Calls for her to look for aid for this planet.
Thankfully, she has a different understanding of the Remembrance. Miss Evernight once said that the Remembrance wasn't looking after Amphorius, but rather scheming and preparing to devour the paths. Her deduction was perfectly logical, but she failed to account for what the humans in this story could achieve.
Maybe I have a scheme of my own. A scheme that will bring happiness to everyone. Please keep helping them. And the others in the future too, Miss Black Swan. Looking back on the past really does wear down the mind. And wears out the... You need to hold tight to this ceremonial blade. After I'm gone, it will take you back to the beginning of time. The start of a new story. I believe that in that story, or in countless stories, each alike yet unique, everyone, all all the companions who sacrificed themselves, alongside the deliverer we once dreamed of as children, will reunite beneath a vast, endless sky.
If we can never break free from this prison, I will stand my ground. Until the day someone shatters this endless cycle and writes the final chapter of Amphorius' fate.
In the blink of an eye, we have returned to the turning point of fate. With nothing but a fragile sliver of hope, we embraced 30 million cycles of futility and began the eternal recurrence. I still remember the first time I saw the god appear in a dream, looking at me from behind a thin veil of crystal. Back then, I wondered if they might be someone with ill intent. But now, I finally understand. She was always standing beside me, and she is so very beautiful. Causality really is a force that cannot be stopped. Even if I wanted to leave a few more words for Cyrene, it seems I no longer can. After all, you still have to leave behind your final consciousness and plant the very first seed. I remember what you once said. When a god sheds a tear, the thing reflected in the ripples must be the most beautiful thing in the world. But do you know what Amphorius saw when its heart was born? The first thing it saw was a name. Zero, 9, 3. Looks like you figured it out. Sometimes, all it takes is a change in perspective to reveal something truly unexpected. Don't you agree? That's right. Turn these numbers upside down, and you'll see a beautiful eternity. Something we believe in. The ego. Looks like time's running out.
Okay, here we have the tiny drama for reasons that I cannot explain, and there's something happening.
I want to protect everyone in the village. But can I really do that with the strength I have? I shouldn't think too much. Better finish the farm work Dad left me first. The hero within has been by our side since we were little. Finan has always been strong. But without that faint glimmer of hope lingering in his mind, would the weight of fate and endless recurrence finally break him? If only someone could place even a sliver of hope inside his heart, he would hold on and keep going. Yes, just a single spark. And he would guard that fragile light until it turned into a blazing sun. I no longer have the strength to make the hero within look like her. So, let me leave behind a prophecy for him.
Oh,
Take this wish with you. Be the hero who begins the mission of deliverance. As prophecy foretold, you will bear the blazing sun until the pale dawn breaks. Continue onward, bearing this world upon your shoulders until the ashen hero, the nameless deliverer, ushers in the dawn.
Now, your eyes have seen through all of Amphorius, from the end back to the beginning.
Looks like time's running out.
The first ripple was where it all began for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I thought they were just musical notes scattered aimlessly throughout memory.
This story deserves a perfect
They had already become part of this world.
Don't you think?
No matter how Amphorius came to be, right now it feels so gentle. As I return to where I came from, it wants to play for me once more that melody from when we first met. A simple, but beautiful melody.
Deserves a perfect ending. Don't you think? Behind this door, I can smell it. The scent of wheat fields.
You're clever. I bet you figured it out long ago, didn't you? The end of this journey back. The final gap in Amphorius. It leads to the place we both call home.
We can finally go home.
Are you ready? If you leave memory at the very beginning of the story and cast the first stone, that final gap in Amphorius will close. The causal loop of Amphorius will become a fixed point in the stars.
And if I don't do that,
Then this world and the cosmos beyond the sky might still fall into the destruction.
there's no way we would let something like that happen, right?
Exactly.
I remember that tree in Ivy Silicii. It grew all alone, unable to go anywhere. It watched the sea in silence, dreaming of a faraway shore it could never reach. But now, a tiny boat sets sail. It carries a seed of hope, plucked from the tree, and heads into the great beyond. Even if the boat's shadow fades quickly from sight, the tree knows that its wish will bloom on the other side of the sea. In that moment, it must feel happiness, right?
The way you brought it up, now I kind of miss that tree too. Come on, let's go home together. Take it with us, back to the sacrament courtyard. Let it become remembrance's anchor, tying together the times we knew so well.
Let's go home.
final note. Right. It's been with me all this time. This is Doe. It is also the first note. The one from the first time we met.
And the one that stayed to the very end.
Heidi Silicii. The place where it all began. It's like time itself has stopped. And the breeze and the sound of the waves never seem to rest. We've made it. The Sacrament Courtyard. This is the place where we first picked up the ceremonial blade.
And where we first began writing journals.
Now, the journey through memory has reached its end. Once the anchor is placed, what awaits us is 30 million lifetimes of reunion.
Looping. Again and again. Endless farewells.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti.
And with them, endless encounters.
Ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do.
Such a happy scale. Whether it's for Cyrene, the Deliverer, or every sprouting branch of Amphorius, I leave this tale of love here. May the river of time flow backward, bringing scenes of the future before our gaze. In the eternal land that no one remembers. The legend of the Trailblaze is about to begin. Is it all over now? My mind and my memories. It seems they're beginning to fade. The breeze is warm. But my body is shivering for some reason.
If you're feeling cold, let's find somewhere warm. We can rest there, together.
Somewhere warm. I know just the spot. 405 504 093 365 432 252 496 720 618 600 216 945.
Treehouse. Suridra. March 7th. Dunhound.
Electra. Hyacinth. Livia, Caslana, Anaxagoras,
Aglaya, Midemos, Castoris, Cyphera,
Cyrene, and you. Look, everything is already as we've written.
So the flower fades at the journey's end. Only they take fruit again at the journey's beginning. It leaves love as yesterday's conclusion. When people see that ending of love, they set out on the flame chase journey, and those who chase the flame in turn let the flower bloom and win too early. Casualty comes full circle in this line, or more poetically, the pen is left to rest. Within the Lycon always favored, you ask fate what is divinity, as she says. Look how beautiful you are.
I am the gaze that looks back on the world. How fortunate we are. In this cycle of cause and effect, humanity never looks to the gods for guidance. The ones who pick up the pen and write miracles again and again are always ourselves.
Am I still awake? Peach, where are you? Are you still here? I shrank.
So that's how it works. When memory drifts away with the breeze, love leaves behind a seed and turns into lament. Demiurge, Cyrene, Mem. Back again to the first Philia 093. I always do have my charm. The final ripple nourished the great tree, and from it grew a single pink peach.
We've been playing for so long, and you still haven't told me your name!
I've told you so many times already. You're just forgetful. My name is Livia. Livia. If you forget again, I won't tell you next time.
Livia, got it. Then you have to remember mine, too. I'm...
Piso. I always remember.
So, Cyrene was just a pen name after all. So sleepy. That drowsy little fairy barged into my mind again. The last of my memories are slipping away. I wonder what this world will look like when I wake up again. I remember Never mind. The same seed, when planted in different soils, blooms into flowers that are alike, yet never the same. But what truly makes her beautiful is each and every soul in the world. No matter what form liking takes, it is still precious love, and I will accept it gratefully and return it with joy. Do you remember my favorite story? That crystal flower was so beautiful because it reflected the eyes of the little fairy. The stars across the cosmos will know. I am the fairy who wrote, as I've written, together with you. And in your heart, I know I will always be given the name I love most. The one you gave me. After all, we've always been in sync.
Hey, don't rush!
Slow down. Let the words settle. We have plenty of time.
In Amphorius's month of mourning, all conflicts across the land come to rest. On the 11th day and night of the month of mourning, the dead will part, the living will embrace, the snow will fall, and bonfires will rise to warm every heart aching with lament. It may sound heavy, right? But on this day, laughter always rises louder than tears. Because people understand that parting is for the next reunion, and sorrow is so we may love more deeply. That is why this day is her favorite of the year. Under the same sky, across 8 phases of the moon, 13 heroes composed an epic together. 1 plus 8 plus 13 equals 2 11s.
Would it feel more fitting if the rest were written in Miss Irene's voice?
Agreed.
Then, we'll add 1. A 1 like none that has come before. A 1 that blazes new trails. I make this wish. On the 12th day of the 11th month, 13 heroes will take every core flame ignited across 30 million lifetimes and scatter them among the stars. Later, when the people who know this story gaze upon the cosmos, they will discover that the countless stars in the sky now glow pink. And after 13 seconds, that radiant light will quietly fade away. It will be such a romantic, yet puzzling sight. But that's all right. They will keep that mystery close to their hearts, constantly pondering what the ego truly is. They will love. They will get hurt. They will rage. And in 30 million moments of helplessness, they will stitch their shattered hearts back together. Again and again. But remember this well. Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey. There may be pain along the way, but you and I will never be alone. They will come to understand what it means to lose, and in the end, they will choose to let go. They will offer their hearts to this world, to every companion they walk beside. And they will take in the hearts of others and pass them onward. For every soul that exists in this world, there is a different ego, a different prime mover of life. There will never be just one answer, not even for love. But when people gaze into the night sky and love what is fading with the same resolve they have to praise the stars, I want that soft, gentle pink in the sky to tell them love will always be answered. This is a story about love, and a story about how to answer it. Whether it is one we have already written, or one you are yet to write, it will be a romantic story, like none that has come before. You think so too, right?
And a romantic story deserves an ending that is free and complete. When every clue and thread has found its end, and the weight of the pen is no longer constrained. Pour the spirit of trailblazing into it, and end this tale with the most pure and romantic period.
Yeah, the period.
Light, sky, sea, stars, seeds, flowers, birds, hope, and love. Such words of beauty were how I first imagined the world. For as long as I can remember, I've used them to tell the stories of Amphorius. And now, this is the last one. A story about tomorrow. Dedicated to you.
Once upon a time, morning glow, scattered light, shone on you and I, and fading poems, frozen rhymes, or traces on the breeze, whispers of past reverie. Please let me linger for now, enveloped in your sound. On the pages, the ink our stories penned. No matter how it ends, I'll do it all again. Oh, stay true, blossom as spring renews, dreaming colors every hue. Tomorrow's eyes to tomorrow's life, while walking step beside you. So stay true. Sing a song of reverie.
zero explanation for the ring, but okay. Unless that's Maiden's ring. Man, the last time they pulled this out, it was an Ex Machina, so I do not know. Script supervisor, Cyrene. Okay. I mean, I kind of believe that we are actually going to go through Mem's story. I still wonder why it's the phrase of "oh no soul."
I guessed as much. It's no longer working. Looks like it's just the two of us out here now. Let's find someplace safe to set up a base of operations first. This statue and the buildings we've seen so far point to a civilization here on Amphorius. We can only hope that they're not hostile toward outsiders.
I've reunited with you so many times. And every time feels like the first time we met. Each time, love breaks through the stubborn cycles and takes flight toward a pink tomorrow. Fortuna.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the story ending is weird. I mean, it is cute and all, if you want to say that. And to some degree, the dress could be like justified just as an artistic interpretation, of beauty or something like that. But I think there's no explanation for the ring, unless it's your to like give closure to the motif. But yeah, we were going to be given an additional trace, right? Already activated. Interesting. And also, I mean, I know this just because I saw the rewards of the mission. Now, which one is better? Oh, okay. I mean, literally, this is for the Trailblazer. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so there's that, and also I have this in here. Let me check. Let me check. Okay. Oh yeah, I have noticed that actually the mass superimposition stopped working if there are like some repetitions here and there. Yeah, this is already like this, so no more. We do not need more of these ones. Instead, this is another remembrance. Yeah, but I do not think that I'm going to be needing that many remembrance. Yeah. I'm between destruction, agility, and the hunt. So I already have the agility here, and I have one of harmony, and I have one of remembrance. So probably not an agility. I'm going to go with the one of holy destruction.
I'm here. I didn't get a wink of sleep last night. No need. I'm not tired, really. I just got a whiff of it, and it woke me right up. It smells like medicine brewed by the Alchemy Commission. I appreciate the gesture, but I'll pass. Actually, after I got your invitation, I couldn't stop imagining what the Express looked like on the inside. I got so excited about it that I couldn't fall asleep all night. Before you came, I already had a look around. I know it wasn't appropriate, but I just couldn't help myself. You better keep your word, huh? I'll be coming often.
It's nearly the first time that I see Julie here, but okay. Oh yeah, supposedly there are some news about what's going to be happening next.
This is the Interastral Peace Broadcast. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
We are here to bring you the latest news from across the cosmos.
Through the combined efforts of multiple factions, the menace of the Lord Ravager, known as Iron Tomb, has been successfully neutralized.
The Intelligentsia Guild reports its first observation of a newly formed celestial body, designated as Amphorius, which has since been officially incorporated into astral charts.
The ongoing Worlds Reborn initiative has officially entered its third phase, as Benzai Tengoku continues to make remarkable strides in cultural revitalization.
A hacking incident has targeted the new Eden 3 mining facility, with investigators confirming the Stellaron hunters as the perpetrators. Let's take a closer look at the details. In recent developments, the Lord Ravager Iron Tomb, once a scourge upon the universe, has been decisively crushed.
In a joint operation spearheaded by the Interastral Peace Corporation and supported by the Astral Express,
Cienjo Alliance, Genius Society, and numerous other forces, the civilizations of the universe, have achieved a decisive victory over the destruction.
This marks the fall of yet another Lord Ravager, following the Galaxy Rangers' defeat of Zulo.
With its reach spanning the cosmos, Iron Tomb delivered devastating blows to countless worlds. In response to this catastrophe, the Inter-Astral Peace Corporation took decisive action, overseeing the restoration of all affected planets.
The broad-spectrum vaccine developed by the Technology Department has been confirmed to effectively prevent Iron Tomb infections. For star zones without medical coverage, the IPC will distribute vaccines in phases. Residents are urged to remain calm.
During the aftermath, a mysterious but benign data stream assisted in purging the remaining virus. On every affected device, it left a single message. Hello, world.
The Inter-Astral Peace Corporation expresses heartfelt thanks to this anonymous protector and salutes all frontline workers for their dedication.
Together, we stand united. As the firm pillar supporting civilized society, the IPC is committed to advancing operations against the Antimatter Legion. Stay tuned for ongoing coverage. We wish for good news ahead. Now that the Iron Tomb crisis has subsided, a kindling of civilization, nurtured by the Remembrance, has been lit in the cosmos.
According to information provided by the Nameless, IPC representatives have learned that this newborn planet is called Amphorius.
Dr. Veritas Ratio of the Intelligentsia Guild stated that, according to the Xandar recurrence theorem, Amphorius will inevitably give rise to civilization, and its memoria content will serve as a key foundation for the evolution of that civilization.
Through reverse engineering of the scepter fragments, Genius Society members number 76, Mr. Screwlum, and number 83, Madam Herta, have successfully replicated a portion of the data.
This suggests that life which once existed in this world may one day be reborn in the future.
The IPC will uphold the principles of the preservation and provide essential protection and guidance for this planet. The Intelligentsia Guild has invited both geniuses to collaborate on this endeavor. However, Madam Herta has yet to give a definitive response.
We remain confident that Amphorius, in due course, will establish itself as a beacon within the cosmic community.
After several amber eras of relentless effort, the Worlds Reborn initiative has recently successfully entered into its third phase, marked by the extensive restoration of cultural heritage from Benzai Tengoku.
Once confined to a canvas, the picturesque world of Benzai Tengoku has become reality for its Imagine inhabitants, thanks to the IPC's assistance. Their unique artistic creations are now being shared throughout the universe via the Inter-Astral Network.
Madam Thurl, Secretary of the Strategic Investment Department and current Daikokuzo, announced that the upcoming stage of the Worlds Reborn initiative will center on artistic innovation, driving robust growth in cultural sectors.
Meanwhile, preparations for the new Lunament Festival are well underway. Established by the Eon of Elation, this time-honored event continues to attract interest from all corners.
The Inter-Astral Peace Corporation wishes the ceremony every success, expressing the hope that happiness and celebration will spread throughout all of Benzai Tengoku.
A short while ago, New Eden 3, an important mining facility under the umbrella of the IPC, fell victim to a hacking attack.
Previously ravaged in the fight against the Legion, the planet underwent reconstruction, during which massive reserves of antimatter crystal ore were identified underground.
Following a thorough assessment, the IPC approved a development plan for the mine, believing that its high concentration of imaginary energy will provide a significant boost to the region's industrial recovery.
The head of the the mining site reported receiving an anonymous warning prior to the attack. Currently, excavation has been halted due to a network outage.
An investigation by the IPC's cybersecurity department has confirmed that Silver Wolf, a member of the Stellaron Hunters, was behind the recent cyber attack.
The Interastral Peace Corporation strongly condemns such acts of public property destruction and threats to cosmic security, and has increased the bounty on Silver Wolf by 1 billion credits.
We encourage all citizens of the cosmos to come forward with any information. This station will issue additional rewards to those who provide useful leads.
And this is the end of our broadcast. Please tune in for our next episode. Thank you for listening.
Goodbye.
Well, okay. I mean, the first thing I'm going to say is that supposedly Silver Wolf has been in Pure Point so many times that actually it's funny that they are even hoping they will catch her. Literally, she has entered so many times by the front door and they aren't even able to catch her, but okay. The other thing is that up to what I understand, all the shorts that are around online, on the tubes, as they say, apparently everything, or like half of what we heard in there, is going to be retcon. So yeah, I'll have to later do a reaction to the special program of the 3.8. I haven't watched it, but yeah, up to what I understand, is going to be extended, and supposedly a lot of this is going to be retconned. Honestly, I think it's too much, but I do not know. If you ask me, maybe it's just that they are having issues or something like that, but yeah, I do not know. So
You mean you just waved a probe around in deep space and found our pal and Don Hung? That little thing's really that impressive, Ninja Girl?
This is a ninja tech device, blessed by the Great One. It senses the ultra-low frequency electric waves of the human body.
Oh, that's a whole lot of pretty wubba-boo. But since we found him, let's drop the act. You played it well, but who do you think you are? Brother Hanu? Thinking you could pass as a Galaxy Ranger.
Lord Cowboy Ninja, you have turned on me for no reason. Don't tell me the traitorous monkey ninja bewitched you. Are you walking the path of heretics now?
Enough. A name is Silver Gun Shura.
This is why I hate putting over-the-top characters into the script. You and this mysterious ninja girl. Both of you are impossible to play. Director Sparkle doesn't care for mad men.
Cut the chatter. What's your real reason for being here?
Come on. What bad intentions could a masked fool possibly have? Just here to watch a show. Shuffle a few cards. My two prized actors were drifting through space for ages, and you all couldn't find them. What choice did I have but to come myself? Otherwise, who's going to share the stage with me?
You don't even care about the Iron Tomb disaster threatening the whole universe. It seems the fool's wisdom isn't all that deep.
Ranger, don't think waving some righteous flag gives you the right to throw sidelong jabs. And don't act like you've got no motives of your own. You're hoping this war involving the gods might be the key to freeing that broken-legged wolf.
Broken-legged wolf?
Who else knows about that?
Just me. Do you believe it? Relax. I'm not interested in disturbing that living legend. I just couldn't resist messing with you when I saw you come back empty-handed.
Okay, Wolf, I hope it's Jae they are talking about.
Since you saved our pal and Don Hong, get out of here. But remember what you said. Leave the boss alone. Or else.
You don't have to worry at all. In Director Sparkle's next script, gray hair gets the spotlight.
Again. I'm curious, because I saw like a lot of clips where supposedly the news that we saw was actually just a hag with a mask. So I do not know what to make of all of this.
Let's skip the formalities about how the Express crew led the formation of the Cosmic Alliance and saved civilization from the destruction. Thanks to the Express crew's support, our operations stayed on course, even under the relentless pressure from the Marketing Development Department. Miss Himiko, the Strategic Investment Department extends its deepest thanks.
Your department's contributions during the crisis did not go unnoticed. But besides disaster relief and holding the line, you've had your hands full with something else too, haven't you?
Indeed. The Cosmic Alliance's victory this time has revealed something truly precious. A glimpse of what united civilizations can accomplish in the face of destruction. Our department is summarizing key lessons from this campaign. If another crisis of this scale appears on the horizon, we intend to have a system ready to respond.
If the IPC can take the lead in establishing a true frontline against the destruction, it will bring hope to every civilization.
Of course, that still hinges on continued support from the Astral Express. Once the Iron Tomb matter is settled, we will be in touch again, Miss Himiko.
No, I still have one more bubble too.
Anything I can do for you?
Oh, this is the currency wars. Okay. Yeah, no, I still have one more bubble then.
This is the interastral.
General Jing Yuan, it's been too long. Did Miss Fuxuan return safely?
Well, she almost had a near-death experience this time.
The Omniscia foresaw Iron Tomb's obliterating strike. It also told me there was no avoiding it, no surviving it.
Yet in that exact moment, the Seer strategist sent a message. The empty fortune has cracked open, and fate can now be decided. Then we lost contact. Alas, always so cryptic. Your brilliant senior soarer never says anything plainly. Left me pacing all night.
Stop lying, General.
No need to be upset, Master Diviner. Cryptic talk comes with the territory of being a general.
The soldiers of the Xianzhou stood firm in this battle amidst overwhelming odds. Their courage and sacrifice deserve recognition. And it just so happens that the golden blood of ruin the Alliance needs is in the Nameless's hands.
So
it
we
was
got
taken
something.
by the hero Kazlana of Amphorius at the cost of his life, directly from the Nook themselves. Though Kazlana is no longer part of this world, that kid can still reach a fragment of his memory. Perhaps Kazlana would be willing to entrust the golden blood to an ally who went to great lengths for Amphorius.
In that case, very well. On behalf of the Xianzhou Alliance, I offer our deepest respect to the world of Amphorius and her brave, noble heroes. To strike an eon as a mortal, even for but a fleeting instant, this deed alone deserves to be etched into the stars and remembered forever.
Mr. Boothill, it's a relief to see you alive and well after all that bloodshed.
Born tough. Though, I ought to apologize to you, Miss Himiko, for missing the Express's signal earlier.
The soldiers of both the IPC and the Xianzhou saw the way you all fought on the front lines. Please accept my sincere thanks for the bravery the Rangers showed.
No need for thanks, Miss Himiko. I ain't the leader of the pack, didn't bring many along. Most of those who showed up for this fight have a personal score to settle with the destruction. That's why they fought like they had nothing to lose.
The Express crew owes you and Miss Rappa a special thanks for retrieving her and Don Hung after the battle.
That explains a lot.
With the scepter put out of commission, there was a lot of chaos across the Amphorius segmentum. Even with signal tracking, finding them was no simple task.
Yeah, maybe her ninjutsu really is the real deal.
Speaking of which, where is Miss Rappa?
Don't worry, she's gone to help the other Rangers. I'll pass on the Astral Express's message to her.
So Sparkle came to help us. Anything new? And it's the same sound effect. So it really does look that this is the big ending of Unforce. Oh well, I'm gonna call it right now. So this is the last map. Okay, not that big. We need to go in there, man. Ah, this has the shape of a forest. Oh, man. I really didn't got it. Oh yeah, this is the last map, right?
It's still early. Where to now?
I'm so parched.
Oh. Okay, I'm still missing some currency.
It's still early. Where to now?
Can I hold on to you? The Tromus won't suddenly jump up and fling me off, will it?
You never know. I mean, that happened to us on the very first time, right? Yeah, I can see why this is a problem. Yeah, man, I mean, probably I need like an entire stream just for that one day. Yeah, I think so. Let's go here. Within the light cone, all is failed. I do not know what we need to do for this one. Maybe it's literally the only one. Okay, this one is the one that I never want to collect, because otherwise it's going to be lost. Let's go here. Okay, no comments yet. Huh, they really feel like a lot more than this. So actually this is going to be important. So, you know, I did this off stream, so as also this one, I think I have already jinxed it this one anyway. So yeah, I'm doing that. Oh yeah, but I'm going to be collecting these ones. I have never tried this difficulty. So yeah, probably we should go there. We have time. And then I'll try the uh, currency wars. Oh, now it's full with people. It's a Ridra and Hessin is on the way up here. Once in a millennium vintage today. True. I must bear the weight of every move on the board, imagine myself even if the rule would only lead to total defeat, so I still can't win. Yeah, yes, always erase from memory if there are good link. But it's the worst. No need to force it, see, this fine vintage will try. We'll be fine. Oh well, clarity of mind is important, but to spoil my dear subjects, sharing the feast would be greater losses still. Stringent fact. I mean, she is really not used to find wine, we would say, right? Just the nebula blooms with radiance, tracing the silhouette of a garden, a newborn world visible to sprout. This scene is the ending of As I've Written, and also the origin point of the Euphorius in the real world. One day you will give birth to true life. The people in the memory will be born, one by one, waiting for you tomorrow. The stars breathe silently. You're certain that the fruit of our forest has been planted. But what about this cause? Until that day comes, the journey continues. Endless possibilities unfold beneath your feet and onto the memory. Only the memory remains interesting. Interesting. You recall the promise of Trailblaze. The story of the chase will echo across the stars. People will remember that the promise was a brilliant, magnificent world. You think you can let more people read as I have written, preserving the memories of this world. If you do this, the causality will become more stable. You can't be certain, but you are willing to believe. I mean, considering that maybe the gas cloud maybe has been carefully placed in there as a consequence of the story, or like the calculations inside of the scepter, maybe it shouldn't be that difficult to believe, but who knows. What matters is that this is a promise, shared between you and many others. Perhaps it stands to fulfill my promise. No name.
According to the ancient traditions of the nameless.
The stars are numerous, and yet widely scattered. Benefactor, my apologies. I should have immediately greeted everyone as soon as I boarded on this initial visit of mine to the Express, but before I had even taken 2 steps, I became engrossed by the stars outside the windows. Please forgive me. The stars are endless. It isn't easy to discern their origins when gazing from afar. Yet when one is amidst them, one finds that they all have a spot in the sky. A home of their own. With the universe being so vast, I imagine that one solitary star is not enough to illuminate its surroundings. Only when gathered in one place can they see each other. And be seen by us. Do you think they only realize that they're stars and capable of radiance after experiencing another's illumination? Then I'll shamelessly invite myself here a few more times and make sure to catch that spark at the moment of a star's birth.
Every time we meet, your memories get richer.
I have some knowledge of divination, but I'm no expert there. You have to be kidding me. Really believe in a present future. Okay. Compared to the future, I find your past more intriguing. You're intrigued by the remembrance as well. Maybe you're destined to follow their path. Maybe. A good rule of thumb is to uncover others' past, not just with words, but with your heart. Amen. I get why you would be curious about them. People don't usually have nice things to say about the creators. But until you are ready, I highly recommend not inquiring about them. Having this memory could reveal your presence before you.
Ah, you're back.
Well, it really feels like we need to go in this direction. So is that you're saying you want to mass print the text as I have written and publish it as a book? Not a bad idea, however, any publication on the terrestrial network must go through the IPC's channel. I'm not sure how they feel about this. Ooh, that's bad. Have already discussed the details of this project with the Business Consolidation Department, where it is approved for execution. Thanks to our experience in January 6, we were able to close the deal rather than focusing on short-term gains. Establishing a model of preservation will be more beneficial for long-term development. Besides, safeguarding new growing civilization is precisely what the strategic investment department was made to do. Our intellectual ratio establishing a consistent understanding of our flows across the cosmos to relate its future to a certain degree. That's right, in Terrestrial Peace Entertainment we will handle the publication as I have written, and the APC will cover all related expenses. As for the icing with the various planets, we'll leave that to the names. I see you have now been prepared as expected of the throne of worlds of our world. Perhaps soon it'll be time for the young ones to take charge of Express. Okay, we're involved. We've got plenty of shit left. And the ATC is helping out, and no, you just definitely want to check it out yourself, right? I have then and so the fix of civilization create a story that belongs to you. Keep going. It's like an unwritten rule among women. Must press forward as you through the
It's still early. Where to now?
Oof. Okay, so we get to see Silly again. Been a while, Stella. I heard you were coming, so I went to see as well. The kids at the orphanage are too scared to even go outside now because of the destruction. Never mind that. What did you want to talk about? You recounted this story. Oh. I heard the whole cosmos was shaken up like that. Well, what you did pretty impressive how you managed to sort everything out. Thanks to Miss Topaz's anti-air vaccine, our timely shutdown of the engine operation, the robot was able to avoid a lot of crests. Meanwhile, the reconstruction plan hasn't been affected, but I must say, and a tiny ripple in the universe becomes a tsunami when it reaches frontier planets. The same goes for us as a similarly developing civilization. We are willing to contribute to its future. It glows like a torch. It can only burn brighter when it is passed on. I mean, it's just a nebula right now. It's still going to take billions of years to actually develop. Alright, now I got something to ask you. Come with me later. Don't ask, just be there. I'm not playing around. There was an item that I was about to be able to like collect.
It's still early. Where to now?
Engine operation. There's another one there.
It's still early. Where to now?
Oh, Hook. And I remember, finally you're here. My legs are going numb. Hook, what are you? I heard from Clara that she was using the airtime to help with mining, but the power was too much and she fell and broke her leg. I'm afraid she won't be able to take interstellar flights anymore. She wants to hear your fresh story from beyond the skies, so she won't have any regrets. Well, Huku went with us during the war dance, right? Just take it as the truth. Don't worry too much about the details. And I remember you helped Hook out, right? Since you say so. Will you return the stars of I have written Hook's information? Okay. Oh. And she just stands up and goes, right? Hook sprang up, sprang so with the, from the bed with a wish and dashed away in a flash. Perhaps the story was so fascinating that it cured her without any treatment. I admit I was just playing around earlier. She just wanted to see you. She was or like that. I didn't expect it. Oh, that was for nothing. Well, at least she's okay. I should get my keep an eye on Cook. Make sure she doesn't pull any more stunts. So now we need to babysit Cook. What's wrong with her? Tells that story contains defiance, courage, and love, exactly the qualities children should learn. Man, this one is the one for Cerebra, right? I will pass this book down through generations, 500 years, 1,000 years, as long as children keep growing up, and children's children have children, it will never be forgotten. After all, some things must be remembered, like that supreme guardian they call the acts of defiance that occur among the stars. But Natasha, I brought them. First of all, I can't remember all the details in it. Well then, shall I tell the story again?
How many moons does Amphorius have? Heard there used to be 6.
Amphorius had 6 moons, but they had no sun, only something called the Dawn Device mounted on the back of the tallest engine of creation. Man. Half of the story again, it's not called the engine of creation, it's called the Titan. Can someone really carry the sun on their back? And nope, so go and keep become fool. If that happens, we'll never get to it. Popping candies again or listen to Natasha's stories. No more playing hide and seek or cheering for Bill, whether we can or not. I mean, a little frustrating, but right.
That's more than we've got.
Well, hopefully Pushan is going to care more about it. Yeah, Wang. So Junior Soho, great changes are coming when I joined the train as the master diviner. That way I could catch Junior Jiang Wang Must be joking. If I stay on the road, I'm sure to inherit the position of general. If I transfer to the Jew trade, I'd be nothing but a mere master designer for life. How could I not see which path holds more promise? Junior's arms. Optimism is truly delightful. Looks like optimism. Oh, then what a perfect timing. I was just about to visit the Astro Express. What's the matter? Before obtaining this book, I only knew that Goldenroy was ruled in this battle, and thus he was named a great victor. I did not know that the thing that Goldenroy in such a stinging and tragic story. Shortly after the fall of Ironton, the Alliance gathered all the generals to discuss the next course of action. The records in this book should provide them with additional support. Rest assured, whether through opera, storytelling, or crosstalk, the North will never lacks way to spread the stories that capture people's hearts. Besides, the Alliance has been fighting battles everywhere in recent years, and there's been plenty of tales about their valor and victories. The world of heroes already carries hold in people's hearts. The faithful adaptation of this as I have written within the Alliance is most definitely assured. But from what you said, if we want it to be remembered through the cosmos, the love alone may not be enough. This matter requires the Skyfaring Commission assistance. Not talk to Shikong. I will inform her of the full situation.
It's still early. Where to now?
Well, I mean, if there's like some civilization in the universe right now that I would like to trust, they can like save the story for the longest time, would be like the Social Alliance, right? Because I mean, if it is going to take like a billion years for Amphorius to be reborn, oh, I mean, it's just a nebula, right? I mean, it's forbidden for the formation of a planet, let alone a system. I do not remember what's the one we consider from literally from a nebula. Because from nebula you need the creation, the star formation, then the system. It's at least like 6 billion years from now on. I mean, it is interesting to think that, I mean, this could be our world, right? Maybe our origin was this weird story or some weird story like this. All the civilizations outside of our realm is just waiting for us to actually flourish. And welcome us. As the seed, as the sprouts of this seed that actually at one point was a fight for the universe or something like that. A false sky sealed by a pantheon. An exploration of challenging taboos one after another sounds like some kind of thing. Can make you a promise that the Skyfaring Commission will provide its full support for matters relating to as I have written. From now on, the connections between CNGO ships will grow even closer. I'll have merchant vessels export as I have written to our allied fleets. With the convenience of the nuclear flames, the obvious marriage will be handled quite smooth. Though the local emerged victorious in the Battle of Ironton, we did not escape unscathed. Your safe return is truly a blessing. Back when I was a pilot, I used to go on adventures everywhere with my companions. In our Starscape, even though we always managed to get out of sticky situations, I would inevitably get to start talking to them. Those were the reckless days of my youth. If I had to choose again, I probably walk the same path, same as your account of the Trailblaze Mission book. I'd like to ask you a personal question. What do you think about this journey to Forest? Yes, that's so. Such wonderful memories. I'm actually getting a bit envious. Memory is quite a peculiar thing. Sometimes I have to think. Other functions and service they are going too fast. Is that so? Such wonderful memories are actually getting a bit envious. Memory is quite a peculiar thing. Something I even think it's the prank by the Blues weather. Blues weather. I think it's the first time the pool is called as the Blues weather. I'm still struggling with the fact that, I mean, technically all the civilizations to this point have had at least one encounter gaze with Fully, which begs the question, who's eventually going to be like the pure child of Anasrava? That, or who are like the corresponding pure child of Anasrava that made each of those. Like in retrospect, of course. Weather functions the Celestials are the Vigyara. They all possess life force power beyond those of short-lived species. One of the downsides is that it's not easy to forget. For us, history feels like it happened yesterday. It is precisely because the memories of war remain vivid that the Alliance stays vigilant and ready. Probably missed something there. Look at me, what I'm saying. Be it the news or the war, these topics are too grand. We should let them consume too much of our thought. Yeah, okay. Regarding as I have written, I'll do my utmost and won't let these heroic feats be buried by the stars. Now what? Visit the monuments of the tree. That's in Connie, right?
It's still early.
Michael always welcomes visitors. For those who lose their way, he never fails to point them in the right direction. But there's no confusion in your expression. I guess you're here for answers. That's right, together with another author, I wrote a book about the Trailblaze journey. This time I'm here to tell that story. I want to share this experience with those who came before. Alright, let's tell them what kind of story this release. Yeah, so much has happened in the forest. How could I sum it all up in just a few words? This story, I'm afraid, is going to take a while. Let's start with the word of my form. It was a weird world of conspiracy and sin, yet burned away alongside destruction before the cold and heavy destiny. It did not fall, but destiny itself did. From your arrival on Earth was virtually unknown. Thanks to the express, it broke free from its cage and raced towards the stars. Trailblaze isn't just about moving forward, it's also the responsibility of connecting worlds. After this stop, you seem to better understand the conviction behind Akiri's departure. Did Mikhail feel the same way when he stayed in Penacony back then? Let's let this Trailblaze. I made up my mind. Let me start from the beginning. Yeah, I'm not going to be going all the way here. This is too big. Rapping here, I worry that epic tales of heroes may be too heavy for those living in dreams. All we can do is put it on the shelf. Whether it survives the competition, there are too many uncertainties. But I think, Stella, you should just follow what your heart tells you. People can only tell stories they truly believe in. Once you made up your mind, proceed authority, but I'll convince Mr. Oki to help out in the labor. Paracon dreams must conform to reality. As I have written is no exception. How can you choose? Lucky for you, with this escape for furniture can talk. I now hear what they have to say. A captain. We need to ask the furniture. I have never been able to enter this room.
Is that all?
Practically zero value.
It's still early. Where to now?
Okay, this mission, as usual, is being longer than expected.
It's still early. Where to now?
Man. That star note I gave you. The good news is that I got one from a space pirate. But his fleet was dispatched to fight against the Atom, and that the star note was destroyed. I have reposted my purchase order, but it'll be tough to find another seller anytime soon for a ship of that size. So the ship that we were seeing in there was the startup that Asta had purchased. Man, what a way of burning money. You recounted the story behind us and repeat, and the current state of affairs. I have to say that this idea is way more interesting than the researchers project. It's a shame you don't need funding, or I'll definitely invest a few hundred million credits. Okay. I took an elective called History of Frontier Planets back in my student days. The professor warned us on the first day not to take everything at face value. Many words add exaggerated elements to their local hero values, claiming their ancestors' bloodlines are inherited from some evil, eventually having extraordinary origins that became quite a trend. But isn't that how stories work? When enough people believe in them, they gradually become reality. I'll get us a written added to the space station. It's required reading list. The researchers may not be interested in mythology, but once they hear its main character spread, they'll get as excited as Pepe seeing a spacesuit. Now Herta has overexerted herself, she still needs some time to recover. Who said that? A mere Lord Roger isn't enough to make me overexert myself. Just wasn't online, that's all. The APC keeps pestering me about forming some alliance. I got tired of their nagging, so I just turned on auto-answer mode. Alright, so I got some more good news. After Aaron told the center was falling for the screen, and I managed to salvage the majority of the data. And they are crucial for the new laboratory growth. Let's call it that for now. Things go smoothly because evolution can skip its inorganic life phase to take a step forward. Besides the last extrapolation record, the one when you acted as the global data is crucial. The Trailblaze will replace the destruction and purify this world. Inscrutable has signed a special agreement with the APC. They will closely monitor the state of affairs for a while. I can't make any promises. The planet will gradually become how you remember it to be, but no one can tell when that be. It may take 1,000 eras. It may only take a year or two. The only thing for certain is that what you are doing will surely hasten things. It hasten its goal. My advice is continue the journey, be prepared for the worst, but keep calm in your heart. You know that if there's one thing the world of Forest isn't short of, it's miracles. The screen and I have reached a consensus on that. Regrettably, the answer given by the sector is indeed destruction. You can find a more detailed discussion in the data. But that's not Forest's answer. I don't imagine it's yours either. I have my own insights on this, which I have written in the annotations. If you're interested in this kind of stuff, you can make it your own research topic. I mean, this is going to be hurtful, but okay. The heart of the scepter, she too feel the cosmos in the instant when atoms set across all of existence. She became the memories of the stars. Researching imaginary energy enabled her to create a miracle with herself at the crown where she closed the cycle of casualty for forest, making a world emerge from the memory zone. Of course, I know you just want to hear the outcome. Let me put it this way, she's just asleep. Maybe she'll open her eyes again as a pink memo spread and once again embark on a journey. That was the past. As a pink memo spread and once again embark on a journey to reach. But that had already happened in the past. In your subjective time, everything has become eternal. She was smiling when she left you, so don't be sad. She'll tell you the same if she were here. Then I'll disconnect for now. Got lots of stuff to deal with. Herta from now Herta has actually been thinking about Forest all this time. The last time she couldn't stop talking about something was when she contained the Skyliner. Leave as I have written to us. I'll contact you again when we have news. Well, I mean, if Scrotum is supposedly able to speed up the information process of the system and all of that with the data collected, it makes sense if, like, yeah, because I mean 1,000 errors is like 1,000,000 years, right? So that would still be fast. Yeah. That would be like 1,000x in speed. At last, your journey of song has reached its end, and you return to the Astral Express. Yeah, but we are like in the wrong planet. Looking back, the information you spoke of has taken root deep across the universe, quietly awaiting the day it is brought. Perhaps this is the final step of Genesis. What are you spacing out for? Of course, after all, we three trailblazed through forest together, and ran my heart out for thee. I received a message from March when I was leaving Valhalla, so I came back with her. She ran into some trouble in Kansas. Don't even get me started. I'm already shy at the CDs, and then the synesthesia becomes hard to break down. Thank goodness that I can speak the Clay's language. Also, I discovered a new species resembling chimeras on Spindle tree. There were no prior records of it. Does that mean there could be plants completely filled with illnesses? Let's wait for him to Mr. Jan to come back before we will debrief. We should rest for now, Stella. You look tired. Yeah, see you in a bit then. The world has never been so quiet. It is as though you could hear the sound of heartbeats. This is the final stroke you write for us, only fate no friend will respond. But you know whether it's tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. Wait.
Stay strong. Eyes forward. Always.
Okay. The final structure, okay, but you know whether it's tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, they are all on the path of the travelers. Not as parallel lines, but as points destined to converge. Stay true. Okay.
See you tomorrow, Amphorius.
Okay. Man, it was long.
Anything I can do for you?
I do not have, by the way, I do not have a Glaya, so none of the characters of Euphoria, so
Don't let me down. Don't fight so I can leave early.
I mean,
Time is money, you know. Wait any longer and you'll owe me interest.
You may remember that I have been bugging all the time with... Oh, this is quite extensive. I can see why this has been on the rage. But I do remember that I have been like bugging all over around with having teams of more than 5 characters, and I mean, it's in a way teams with more than 5 characters. I mean, we had the animations, right? So yeah, for sure it's teams of more than 5 characters. 4 characters at least.
Don't let me down.
Just feel darkness.
A little gray is too much for you. Come to me. Never hesitate. I won't do. I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant. Victory is inevitable.
That's all you got? It ain't over. Answer me.
You can't run.
0 points.
Self-inflicted misery.
Free. Darkness. Charge. 0 points.
I always deliver.
Need I teach someone a lesson? A test.
Too slow. Found me.
Freedom.
I won't do.
Darkness. Charge. 0 points.
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable! Never hesitate! No!
You can't run!
Darkness, charge!
Too slow. I won't do.
Okay, that was cool.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it off. Watch your head.
Answer me. Freedom. 0 points. Darkness, charge. Freedom. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
To some degree is similar to the fate mechanics.
I always deliver. Harmony and unison.
This is called the Holy Grail event.
0 points. Freedom. Darkness, charge.
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
I see that the enemies also have stars.
The fearless knows not fear. I won't do.
Found me.
Darkness, charge.
Yeah, very similar to how actually the mechanics for the Holy Grail battles actually were working. Okay, yeah, okay. Night demigod. Oh, Some, for an instant, I thought it was an answer, and I was just like, what? Galactic Voyager. Okay, that's a bit a new type of faction. I mean, it's not a canon faction, but I mean, it's an interesting naming convention for these guys. It's not clear what they are doing in the places we find them.
I always deliver.
Resonate all together.
Answer me.
I want to. You can't run.
0 points.
Too slow.
Darkness, charm. Free. 0 points.
Forever. Triumph. Victory is inevitable. Never hesitate.
Found me.
Darkness, charm.
Stars echo.
A test. Feel.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I do not know how much nasty it's going to get. Nothing. Yeah.
Don't let me down.
Harmony and unison.
How much nasty is this going to become? How much nasty is this actually going to become outside of the training, like outside of the tutorial? Because I mean, right now it feels relaxing, but and a little bit addictive. But I'm sure they are just going to make it look super hard later. There's going to be a catch. To get
supplies deliver.
Pressing it all together.
Confiscated!
I'll take it all.
Found me.
Darkness, charm!
Who's the little backstabber? Whippetry!
Forever.
Triumphant! Victory is inevitable! How do you like that? Take a guess.
A test. 0 points. Freedom.
Okay, cool. So this works for the simulated universe, or is something else? I think it's something else. Oh yeah. So this one's gonna change. The whole tutorial. Well, at least it looks like it will not depend on me having a grind. Or not having, so this one actually restarts.
Don't let me down.
It's on me.
Self-inflicted misery.
Time to twirl!
They always deliver.
Existence is unity. All will be swept away by the wind.
Spend freely.
Hey! Who's the little backstabber?
I feel that wind! Let me go! This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Self-inflicted misery.
Go, go, go!
Who's the little backstabber?
Yeah, so I've been hearing that people use the boots on Aglaia. I do not know what's this in here.
Don't let me down.
Existence is unity. All will be swept away by the wind.
It's on me.
Self-inflicted misery.
Time to twirl!
Who's the little backstabber?
Time to twirl! I feel that wind! Let me go! This big diamond!
always deliver. Eternal. All will be swept away by the wind.
Spend freely.
Self-inflicted misery.
Ooh. Yeah, I think there's not much more that's going to be done. Yeah.
They always deliver. Eternal. All will
So
be swept away
it's
by
not
the wind.
going necessarily to be that hard because of the characters, but it's going to be hard because of the luck factor in there.
Who's the little backstabber?
This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Self-inflicted misery.
Time to twirl!
Who's the little backstabber? Self-inflicted misery.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
All will be swept away by the wind.
It's on me.
Time to twirl!
All in. Who's the little backstabber?
Time to twirl!
Don't let me down.
Eternal. All will be swept away by the wind.
Insanity!
Open sesame. Self-inflicted misery.
To the soul!
I feel the wind. Let me go!
Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Time to twirl! Go, go, go! Expand your thinking. Watch it grow. Time to twirl! Time to twirl!
Who's the little backstabber? Self-inflicted misery.
Endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
Open sesame.
Glimpse in the now. Time to twirl!
Who's the little backstabber?
Time to twirl!
Self-inflicted misery.
All will be swept away by the wind.
Insanity!
Time to twirl!
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
I feel the wind. Let me go!
Time to twirl!
To the soul! Insanity!
Endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
Man, this wasn't that simple. Okay, I think I changed it.
I always deliver.
Existence is unity.
To the soul!
All will be swept away by the wind.
Expand your thinking.
Self-inflicted misery.
Insanity!
Time to twirl! Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Time to twirl! Go, go, go!
I feel the wind. Let me go!
Open sesame.
Watch it grow. Time to twirl! Time to twirl!
Who's the little backstabber?
To the soul!
Time to twirl!
Feeling bold?
Time to twirl! Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Time to twirl!
Self-inflicted misery.
Expand your thinking. Glimpse in the now.
surprise deliver.
Existence is unity.
Insanity!
Time to twirl!
All will be swept away by the wind.
Open sesame.
Time to twirl!
Who's the little backstabber?
I feel the wind! Let me go!
Endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
Time to twirl! Go, go, go!
Impressive. Almost.
Time to twirl!
Expand your thinking. What a crone. Self-inflicted misery. Don't let me down.
Existence is unity.
Here is thunder! Show no mercy!
To the soul!
All will be swept away by the wind.
Conflict is pitiless!
I feel the wind! Let me go!
Open sesame.
Time to twirl!
Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Who's the little backstabber?
Time to twirl!
Expand your thinking. Watch it grow.
Time to twirl!
Insanity! Here is thunder!
Time to twirl!
To the soul!
Time to twirl!
Open sesame. Self-inflicted misery. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Expand your thinking. Glimpse in the unknown.
Time to twirl!
Still swing.
No, don't leave me with her. Well, I honestly wasn't expecting for all of this to last so long. So I think I'm going to call it a day for now. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to call it a bait for now. So, a lot of thanks everyone for coming by, and see you on the next one. Bye.